Hello, everybody. Scott Golden here with the Golden Opportunities Coaching YouTube channel. Welcome to those of you who are new. Welcome back to those of you who are seasoned veterans. What we do around here is bring about conversations of a psychological, mental health, emotional health paradigm. We do that as often as we can, usually several times per week. And this is kind of dealing with regret on a different level. So, what are some things that people may regret that they are dealing with? A couple of things that can come to mind in something like that. Not standing up for themselves more or overextension. Oftentimes we overextend ourselves in order to avoid some level of conflict, internal, external, whatever. Keeping the peace in families, keeping the peace in relationships, feeling that we are going to lose financial standing. All of these can be reasons to not stand up for oneself. Taking care of yourself is also important in terms of maintaining boundaries with the amount of time you put into something and with the amount of stress you allow on yourself. A lot of times people think it makes them a hero to, kind of put more on themselves, either overextend their time, overextend their energy, kind of be at a place where they're the one who's being the sacrificial lamb. And we live in a society where work hard matters more than work smart to lots of folks. It doesn't always go in the way we intend it to, though, when that becomes a major focal point. And there's challenges that come with that, certainly, without a doubt. And so there's a lot that goes into that, and a lot that can continue to go into that for any stretch of the imagination, and there's a certain level of value there as well. So next thing to kind of look at is whether or not people are able to be honest with themselves. Self-integrity is super important because when we begin to understand that self-deception is a major component in what leads us to not having the life we want, but also leads us to negatively impact our own relationships. And, we kind of take risks with how we see ourselves. We take risks with our self-esteem. We take risks with the things that matter to us because people are constantly struggling. And the challenges there are identifying how it is that we begin to understand how to do exactly what we need to do, and also thinking that other people are going to care as much as we do about ourselves. And that's just not the case. A lot of times someone will cover for you, but human beings, for the most part, are selfishly motivated. Self-protection and the ability to protect oneself is a necessary part of survival. And present moment mindedness is also a huge component in that. Understanding the need to be present moment minded, understanding the need to over focus on enjoying what is in the moment, because we don't know what that next moment's going to hold. We don't know what the next thing could be, might be, should be. And there's challenges there when we don't do that. There's challenges when we take things for granted, and a lot of times people don't understand the lack of value in overextending ourselves for others or for work or for our kids or even our families sometimes. And now I'm not saying give up on your relationships, but knowing how to live the moment as though it could be your last. Because all of us, life is fragile. All of us, life is certainly a valuable thing. It's the only one we have, unless you believe in a tradition that believes in multi lifetimes. Regardless of even if you believe in that, you may not have knowledge of your next lifetime. And so living as though this is the moment that matters, this is the moment that counts, and this is the moment where we have our power to make a major difference is important. And so knowing how to be present moment minded, knowing how to love the world around us, and see the value in it, and do the things that other people won't do, say the things other people won't say, be the person that we want to be versus the person we think other people need us to be, is important and valuable. And when we begin to do that, we also begin to give opportunities to things that ultimately lead us in a direction which is super beneficial in the long and short run of it. Hopefully this is helpful. I encourage you, keep your feet on the ground, your mind in the moment. Until next time, everybody.